Alrighty then. Back with some more Warzone solos today. As the title might suggest, we are using the LC10, which in the last week or so I've been ranking up because it's one of the few Cold War SMGs I hadn't touched yet. This guy's just being a pest right here. Wish I had the LC10 at this point because it would have destroyed him. But we get there. We get there in the end. Yeah, we're using the LC10 because for like the last week or so, I've been absolutely loving this SMG. It's got more range than most SMGs in the game. It's got a really nice controllable recoil pattern. And you can get a high amount of bullets in a magazine as well. This guy's just pulled up on the building here. Dead silence, so I don't make any noise. Watch this for a play. Go for the loadout. Leave it till the last second. I don't think he expected me to be behind the loadout. But that dead silence came in clutch there because there was no way he knew where I was moving. He might have had a heartbeat to let him know where I have been. I was kind of hoping when I got the loadout out there it would have had the LC10 as the first weapon, but it didn't. Because that would have been the perfect kind of gunfight for the LC10 with the 5mm laser on it for hipfire. But we're going to use the LC10. I genuinely think this is like the best SMG for Warzone solos right now. Ultimately, I think you could run the LC10 alongside like a Kar 98 or something. I think it's got enough range that for most gunfights, you're going to be able to succeed with it. The recoil is so controllable that I don't have any problems recommending this gun for PC players and console players. So we'll go through the rest of the round and you'll see plenty of examples of why this gun's so good. For now, we're just chasing this man around in a car. Welcome to Warzone Solos, Hot Wheels edition. This guy's just paying attention to me over the back. And by the way, the XM4 that I've got here, this is the Mastercraft like electric one. I'm still a little bit undecided on the XM4. People say it's really good, and I've seen some gameplay of people absolutely destroying with it, but I'm still not 100% convinced on it. I'm going to keep trying it, you never know. This guy over the back here with the truck. Got really lucky here because he didn't really notice me. But now we know where he's going. LC10 time. And of course somebody chooses that immediate moment to start shooting me. Of course they do. It draws attention to the fact that I am standing right here. See what I mean about the recoil? There's barely any on the LC10. I was really, really surprised when I first used it. Really surprised. Someone's pushed into the building. I think they may have pushed all the way through. Cheeky gunfight. Reckon we can third party? Of course we can. Lovely. Finished off that gunfight for me. Now, of course, this area that we're in right now, I call it Sweptville. It's always hot here. Regardless of the game mode, there's always teams hanging about. And I think it's because, like, it's an area that's surrounded by lots of open ground, but it's very tight and condensed with lots of different players who could be here. Usually, like, in trios, you'll find a couple of trios hanging out here. Being super risky getting this. Because, obviously, I just popped the heartbeat, so I knew there was someone there. But I thought, you know what? I heard the shots over on the right. I thought, you know what? He'll probably be distracted by that. He'll probably be distracted. Now moved into the building. And it's just a reverse of where we started. Got to be aware of the truck behind us on the edge of the zone. See how hard that hit? I think I landed a couple of headshots in that spray there. I was half expecting this guy to just rush. I mean, when there's a row skin about, I always just expect people to rush. But he repeats it. And I mean, I was giving away my position, definitely, by having the laser. Which I think is great for, you know, close quarters finishes on those players. You don't have to ADS if you don't want to. Yeah, so far, LC10 absolutely coming in clutch. Some really nice kills with it. And I think, probably, if I wasn't running the XM4 here, the only reason I picked it is because I thought, you know what, I need a secondary to pair it, and I don't want to spend this round sniping. because the point of using the LC10 is getting a little bit closer to people. So if I was going to run it with the sniper, I'd probably run it with the Kar 98 with like a 3x on there. But I thought, you know what, I'm not going to snipe for this round. I'm going to do something different. But no, I thought I'd do something different. Now this is my truck. All mine. Thank you very much. Moving up on the edge of the circle here. I thought, you know what, it's an opportunity for me to maybe do a little bit of looting, get some more ammunition if I need any. I don't think I'm lacking any at all, but this guy showed up on the quad bike. Thought, you know what, have a little cheeky spray. Not a problem. Little did I know, there's somebody right here who's decided to try and move up on me as I pulled up. To be fair, if I'd have died there, that would have been completely my fault. I don't know why I got out of the truck in the middle of the road. I should have pulled up on a building, maybe taken the building, held that for 20 seconds, and then seen if anybody had pushed over. But no, I just decided to go straight for get out straight in the middle of the road. Not good. But see, by picking up that cash, I've got enough here to get another UAV so I can see what's going on the minimap. As I always say in my solos videos, I do make mistakes. And I'm not afraid of showing those mistakes or, you know, admitting to them during gameplay and then laughing at myself for making those mistakes. But this is sort of the start of a mistake that ends up leading to a much better situation by the end of the match. First mistake, leaving the truck behind. Because Westie boy over here wants a kill, so he just pushes through the open on his own without running with the gun that would make him run faster, because he thinks the player's far enough away. You know, having the XM4 might be more beneficial. This guy is within range for the XM4, I'd say, but he's got a riot shield on his back. So if he turned his back on me, all of the bullets that I was firing at him would just get absorbed into that riot shield. So I wanted to take the fight, and he's run just over the hill over there. But he's just not in the position for me to do so. If he was running towards me, absolutely fine. I would have taken the shots, probably would have downed him. But couldn't do that at this point with the XM4. So now I'm on the outskirts of Farmland. See the vehicle on the minimap over on the left. And there's now a vehicle on the minimap on the right as well, which is not ideal. But here we go. Here's the next situation. Got super lucky there. Like, in a situation where, like, it was so fortuitous that that guy went over the cliff and sort of nosedived into the hay bales, and it stopped him. It gave me the perfect opportunity to shoot at him. But I've now attracted the attention of somebody else in Farmland. Obviously, firing shots at any point in the map, you're going to attract attention, but yeah. Riot shield boy turned back up. He must have heard the gunfight behind him and adds insult to injury by, you know, eliminating me with the animation. I don't even remember this gulag. I don't remember what happened. Oh, it's a fairly easy win. Just a peek and then re-peek after he'd finished firing. Nice and easy. Right. It spawns me over the far side of the circle, but of course, at this point, circle 4, still got a minute and 40 to collapse. I'm not going to get my loadout for at least 2 minutes, and I'm like, I can't go without my guns. There's 13 players left, so, you know, not too many enemies, but I can't really go without my guns at this point. So, dangerous play, straight back on the location to get what I need. Quite lucky that my gear's still here. Had to move the vehicle, which I was really, really anxious about at the time, because that shows up on everyone's minimap that someone's got in that vehicle. So if anyone was paying attention, and I would have just been ruined. I've left my LC10 behind. I'll have to go back and get that in a minute. Just checking to see if there's any more gear I can pick up here. And then we go back, realise we've not picked up the LC10. And then we're going to stay on foot here. There's no point me using that vehicle because I'll just attract attention as I move through Farmland. If anybody's got like an RPG or a Thumper or C4 or even a Semtex, then I'm pretty much dead meat at that point. Now, my main concern moving onwards is the fact that I don't have Ghost. So I'm on the minimap if anyone pops a UAV. And with 13 players left in Farmland, that's not so great. Doing a little jiggle there on the box. I just checked the heartbeat before that. You can see I checked it again there. There's a guy in the building behind me, but you see on the minimap there, the building with the flag that's just in front of me here to the northeast. That is also occupied by a player. I spotted him through the window into the loft. I'm not really sure what I did at this point here. I think I was trying to move into the circle before everyone else. There you go. Get a little bit of a hit on that guy. He'll have to go back and plate. But it's this guy over here. I got really lucky that he didn't return more fire. And I thought, you know what? There's no point plating until I get into a little bit more cover because I don't want to not have my weapon out while somebody is running around. And it's the Riot shield man. That's the guy in the building that I've marked on orange. Always trying to shoot at the feet with a Riot shield user. Gets the hit. I just thought, you know what? Nope, I'm not fighting it because with the Riot shield, I'm never going to win. Like, I'm not going to be able to get an angle on him. I don't have dead silence, so I can't flank him because he's going to hear my footsteps. And I thought, you know what? I'll just leave. But I've walked straight into another guy. And so now it becomes a little bit of who's going to move first. Now, I thought initially this guy might be ghosted because he didn't appear on my heartbeat sensor. But I always do a few checks with the heartbeat to make sure there's no one else about. And in a second, he does actually turn up on the heartbeat. As you'll see here. So yeah, he isn't ghosted, and he's in this building, and obviously the truck driving around behind, he should have shown up on the heartbeat, but he obviously is ghosted. So the guy that's in the building, at least I know he's here still. I can hear him anyway. So at this point, I'm just sort of trying to see if he'll jump out of the building. I know that the only way that he can see me is the top two windows, because there's one on the side where the truck is, and there's one on the other side looking in towards Farmland. He could potentially see me out of the window that's just behind me by looking up the stairs. And it's a really, really cheeky position because, like, here I'm right out in the open. So if somebody does see me, I am 100% dead. But he's still in this building over here. And I think somebody just sniped at him. So I thought, you know what, I'm taking the opportunity. I'm just going to get out of there. And I'm going to move somewhere else. Now, this is not the best position because I can't really cover myself. I can be right in the corner there, and a lot of people wouldn't think to look, but obviously not a huge amount of cover. I know there's a guy in the building to the right, and now there's a guy in the building to the left, and he's called in a precision airstrike on me. So I have to move at this point. I'm out in the open. There's a fight going on over there. There's no point me engaging in that fight, because he'll do exactly what he's just done and jump back in the truck. So we engage the guy in the building. And again, the LC10 just absolutely dominated him. Absolutely dominated him. There was virtually no recoil there. Just kept the beam going. 45 round mag is perfect for this gun. Honestly, I'm so impressed with the LC10, and I'm glad that it's meta, because it can actually compete with some of the closer range assault rifles. Makes for a really nice mix. Clearly that guy out in the field was being shot by the other guy in the building over the way, and I now get an assist from him, so I know that he's dead. 5 players left, including me, so that's 4 enemies left to go. And I've got a house that's on the edge of the zone, which is a nice position to be in. Now, because I'm in here, and I know that that player is still over in that building, may still be over in that building. Oh wait, he wasn't. There was me trying to do a nice bit of commentary there, and he's clearly pushed up with me with dead silence. I did not hear any footsteps whatsoever. There's 3 players left, so 2 enemies. If you open the door, it'll stop making so much noise. But I've got the cluster strike here. And I'm thinking, depending on where the circle goes, I can cluster a location, and that truck should end up being hit by it, or at least damaged by it, and it might force the player to get out the truck. Because as you can see at the moment, the player is just sitting in the truck. That's all he's doing. And my only play in order to destroy this thing is to maybe drop a cluster and get a lucky hit on it, and it might destroy it. But in terms of everything else, we've got a dead silence, we've got ammo for days. Here we go. Pop the cluster in the gas, so as the guy goes towards it, we get a disable on the vehicle regardless. Don't want to be in the gas. Oh god. I remember being so tense here. Fired underneath the truck. Thought that was him over there. He clearly didn't have any plates at the end there, and there's the last player. Get a break on him, a really nice break, before I have to heal back up. And now it's just a 1v1. It's tree warfare. Get a cheeky peek behind him. Nice grenade. And a takedown. XM4 helped with a bit of extra damage range there, but the finish off with the LC10. I absolutely love that round of solos. I think that was really, really good. Especially because I wasn't sniping, and I couldn't rely on getting some of those longer range shots. But I'll switch over to the LC10 in the menus and I'll show you the loadout. So here's the LC10 loadout: agency suppressor and reinforced heavy for that max bullet velocity and damage range. SWAT 5mm laser sight for the hip fire. The red cell foregrip gives you better sprint moving speed, so you can move up on somebody maybe that you've downed to stop them getting that self-res off. And then the 45 round mag. You can see I've only got this to level 36, so still plenty of unlocks to come, so this could actually be even better than the build I was using in this video. But thanks very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll catch you all in the next one.